You gonna make him an offer on that car?
Oh, no.
So what would you give for that car today and not back out?
No.
3 1/4.
Maybe. What about 3?
So
3,000.
This young lady, somewhat reluctantly, just bought a car. Needing wheels to get to work, she now must budget for a vehicle. It wasn't a real purchase, but a simulation for students at Lawrence County High School, part of a UT Extension program called On My Own. Teens fast forward to their mid-20s, get a hypothetical job, bills to pay, and face the financial ups and downs of adulthood.
Yeah, you're getting an income and then you're going around to see if you'll go broke by the end of the month, or if you have enough money to make it. You have to get your house and your car, your insurance, your groceries, your clothes.
I think it's important that they learn that there are a lot of demands on your money and that there are a lot of responsibilities, and it gives them a very practical base for all of the decisions that they'll be making later.
Kids really see this as a lot of fun, a fun experience, but we really want it to be painless learning. We're now reaching about 30,000 kids across the state with On My Own. And even though we're excited about that number, it's only about 10% of the total number of kids that we could be reaching. So one of our goals for this new version of the program is to expand our reach even further.
That's 30,000 students on average every year. Over the years, UT Extension specialists and agents have taught the On My Own curriculum statewide to more than 200,000 students, with plans to increase that number. On My Own is a fast-paced, interactive experience for teens like Lauren Gilbert, who says this is a great way to get ready for the future.
It's very beneficial. I would say anybody, please do it, because it's going to make you realize that you're about to hit life. You're about to hit life. It's realistic because stuff is really high and you don't realize how much it is until you experience this. Because I never would have thought that stuff would have been this high. Most expensive thing that I've done so far is my house or my apartment. That was $525 a month. That's a lot.
If you text a lot, if you talk a lot of people like unlimited.
Victoria Davis got some real-world smackdown here. She had to deal with a difficult scenario, but one that could really happen.
I am a financial organizer, and that is not me at all. I'm married with no kids, and my spouse doesn't work. He's a slut.
Oh, wow. And what are some of the challenges you've met so far? What are some of the things that are really making you go, oh my gosh, this is terrible?
The cell phone bill, internet, and utilities. That got me. And then the groceries. I didn't know you spent that much on groceries. I'm learning how to budget my money. Like, I've never had to budget, so this is all new.
It's a rude awakening?
A little bit, but I still got money left.
However, that was not the case for Tate Phillips, who had no money left at the end of the month and had to get creative with his budget just to eat.
I saw you at this table right here. What were you doing at that table?
I was getting a second job because I'm not making enough money to live out in the real world, pretty much. Just knowing that everything is expensive out there. I mean, you can't get anything. Like, daycare is more expensive than my house payment, and then more than food and car.
Teens also learn that your salary and final paycheck are often two different amounts. When you work and earn money, the government gets its share.
I made $2,558 a month, but after taxes and all that, I only made, $2,075 a month. So it was rough.
Chase also had to find a second job to avoid financial disaster. Here, teens learn lifestyle is connected to occupation and income is connected to both. Tennessee high school students are now required to take a financial literacy course, and teachers believe the On My Own curriculum really prepares students for life after graduation.
It's important for them to understand
the importance of money and how it can be a positive and yet a negative side, because when the kids come through the program, a lot of them have no idea how to write a check.
On My Own has been around a few years, but recently went through some changes. Among the new features, students are given permission to barter and trade, a skill that's needed in today's world. Not only can students bargain for a better price, they can also offer services. I'll mow your lawn in exchange for childcare, as an example.
This economy has made people think differently. And in order to survive it, some folks have had to really rely on other people. And they've had to find ways around some of the problems that they've had in the past that they can't just spend their way out of.
Other new features to the program include updated graphics and adjustments to hypothetical salaries that are more in line with today's economy in Tennessee.
Because in the simulation, they start at, theoretically, they're 26 years old. And so at 26, you're not going to be an established attorney or an established physician. So yeah, a lot of those rock star incomes are no longer with us, and it gives them a much more realistic view of, you know, how their income is going to compare to the cost of childcare or the cost of their house.
On My Own also meets state standards adopted by the Tennessee Department of Education for teaching financial literacy and other subjects.
We needed the interaction and the engagement because it solidifies their learning. It really helps them to learn. Extension has always been about learning by doing and some of these experiential learnings. And it's come about now that people are recognizing that those kinds of experiences really make an impact on kids.
By the end of each session, teens often leave with a new appreciation of what it will take to survive financially in today's world. While no real money is spent here, life lessons are punctuated with dollar signs. For more information on My Own, please contact UT Extension in your county.